everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a simplified idea of how to keep track of some of the most important things in your homeschool. Today's video is going to be about a quick tip to simplify your homeschool. Now, I have admitted on this channel over and over and over again that I am very type A, and there are times that I just have to step back and say, this is a lot simpler than it is. Now, a couple months ago, I saw a post on Instagram that I sort of wanted to put into practice. It was a very simplified list of, if I get nothing else done this week, these are the things I'm focusing on. I think it was probably published by a mother of younger kids, but I've taken that concept and put it in with my junior higher and my elementary student and found that it works really well. So I'm going to take my planner that I've written down this idea for you guys, and I'm going to flip it around so you can see what it looks like in action. So this section is included in my Plan in Place full-size homeschool teacher's planner. This is where I put it during the school year, but I also include this list on just a piece of notebook paper over the summer if we're doing some easy, sneaky learning. So this is my this week list. We're going to start out with read, and in here I include anything that is a read aloud, an audio book. Sometimes I include picture books that I want to remember. This was a study that we were doing in our language arts, so I put that there. This was our Shakespeare story at the time. Anything that we've read together. I include this part because I want to remember to read with my kids. I feel like that creates a good family culture of reading and bonding together with mom and dad. Watched is any documentaries we watched. Pollyanna was our family movie night video that week. We were studying Asia at the time. This might be even down to YouTube videos of things that we're studying. I feel like it's a good way to remember that kids can learn in different ways. They don't always have to learn through books and worksheets. Played. This is another good one for creating that family bonding. This week we played a lot of games. They don't have to just be educational games, obviously, Star Wars Monopoly. They can be just a way of remembering that you are at home and you are working together and you're still mom. Went, this was during quarantine, so I will share with you different weeks on that one. And made, we made origami butterflies. We started our garden that week, which was a ton of learning. We made chocolate quickies. I think I made those with Josiah. So anything we made, whether it was a craft, a handicraft, things that we made in the kitchen, things that we were researching, this is a good way to just remind myself this is sort of bare minimum. Let me show you a different went week. Oh, I also included, because this was during quarantine, any sort of Zoom or online field trip. I considered that a went. We did a different hiking trail that week. Some weeks I would have put fishing in here. Some weeks I would have put the lake because we would do different trails or we would go swimming. This is sort of my, if we are struggling with textbooks, if we are struggling with worksheets, whatever we might be struggling with, this is a good way to say, okay, but we read together. But we did 10 days in the USA. Might not have been a geography worksheet, but it was a great way of looking at maps and figuring out the area of the different states. You know, we struggled with math this week, but we learned about Japan. We learned about threading a needle. We learned about measurements for hummingbird food. This is just a good way of bringing it back to the basics of homeschool and learning together. So we started making these lists probably somewhere in the third quarter of the year last year, and I found like it really helped me narrow down, focus on my relationship with my kids, especially with the game part of it. But for all the other stuff, when I felt like we were having a rough week, I could look at that list and say, which of these elements are we missing? And I could sort of pull back on maybe some of the book work, put in that element to help enhance our relationship and enhance our learning at the same time. I hope you can see that each of these categories can be used to really help your kids learn in a different way. Let me know in the comments down below, what is one of your favorite quick tips that you have included in your homeschool recently. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.